Are you a deviant? You know, like those of us who binge watch serial killer programs, laugh at the stupid stuff people do, and revel in anything adult? Well, you found your people. Join us as we crack open the doors to padded cell and release the insanely stupid, the weirdly wonderful, and those who choose to live outside societal norms. We delve into the strange, the macabre, the sexy, and the outrageous. So, if you're a deviant, then you have your place with us in the padded cell. Right, let's do it.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome to episode 134 of the Padded Cell podcast. And I'm here again with our Andy.
Hello, padded salads.
The biggest Scouse ever. Go fucking hell. The biggest Scouse ever. Can't speak.
All 6'2" me.
Is that all you are? 6'2"?
Just under 6'2".
You look well taller than that. Well, fuck me, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, just under 6'2".
I mean, like your legs in there and all that. You think you were well
short
taller.
legs,
I know, yeah, that's weird, that. Yeah. And you're not showing your pins today?
Nah, I thought I'd dress up today.
Because it's just a bit cold, really, wasn't it? Too cold for your shorts?
No, well, stuff like, but I just thought, you know what I mean? I thought I'd look like more, you know, a bit more professional today.
Don't change, right?
I'm saying I'll never come in my shorts again, like, but...
You're shape, people expect it now.
It is a bit nippy out, like.
Andy with the legs, a bit nipply.
It's a bit nipply.
So, since our last recording, you are now the boss. The boss of Townhouse. Yeah. Townhouse Towers. Yeah. How does it feel?
Like when you were a kid and that, and you used to get up, like, you know, like when it was like your birthday, you'd feel a bit different and all that, like, or like it was Christmas, or like even like getting married, like you just feel a bit different. It felt different going in there.
Yeah, it does.
Do you know what I mean?
It does.
It was strange. It's been a lot.
It's been great for me.
Yeah, I can imagine.
There's still loads of loose ends to tie up. Obviously, you know, still been sending things over.
Bobs,
but you know, the whole email phone thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my phone's never been so quiet. Because before this was on calls, a midwife.
Yeah.
So my phone's always been on the go since I've known Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm looking at my phone like that. There's 2 messages. People are saying, you never replied so quick. Because normally I've got millions of messages. So yeah, it's been good on my side as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so 14th of May is Cake and Cunnilingus Day.
Cake and Cunnilingus?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a week...
At the same time?
Yeah. Well, you can smear it on, lick it off, couldn't you? You really shouldn't do that if there's fresh cream on there. Do you know why?
Oh, right, because you can, what is it?
You can just get a smelly fanny, basically.
Yeah,
Thrush is the main one.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. So fresh cream, not great on your Fandango. Although a lot of people have done it because they like smearing stuff on the Fandango and having it licked off. So there you go, Cake and Cunnilingus Day. We actually had a Cake and Cunnilingus Day in the club years ago. It was a Macmillan cancer fundraising day. Well, they have the Macmillan Bake Day, don't they?
Yeah.
So we had a bake day. It was like a MILF Monday. And we just got everybody to make cakes, and we brought cakes in, big fucking table, and it was cake and cunnilingus, and people, you know, paid for cake, and we made a fucking fortune, and we got sex out of it as well.
But did the Easter off? Did the Easter off someone?
No. Do you know why?
Because of the cleaning.
Yeah. I think it was Jim at the time. It was like, don't be taking that cake upstairs and eating off each other because I've got to clean up after you.
Yeah. Because
he had a vision of the cake being smeared all over the sheets and the carpet and all that. So he was like, no, you have your cake down here and then you have your cunnilingus upstairs.
Yeah.
So no, there wasn't any of that. Jim's rule.
Fucking hell, Jim.
So it's like our version of the steak and blowjob day.
Yeah.
Our friend likes a steak and blowjob. I'm going to say it. No, I can't. Can I? Our friend, Pin Up Pro.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've mentioned her before, but I don't want to mention her with this link, just in case she doesn't want the link out there, because I might make it a reel. So, she likes, when she goes on dates, she always says, you need to take me for a steak first.
Yeah.
And, you know, book a hotel room. And, you know, if the moment's right, they'll go and have sex and obviously a blowjob. And she loves steak and blowjob, steak and sex. I can't have sex after food like that. They're swishing round. I just want to sleep. Be in a
Yeah.
food coma. Can you sleep? Can you have sex after food like that? Could you go for a meal and shag?
It depends what you've been eating, really, doesn't it?
Okay, let's say then steak and chips with onion rings. Because that's probably what our friend would have.
I could do it after a steak.
Could you?
I couldn't do it after a curry.
I wouldn't mind it after curry.
No, if it'd been for like
Bit risky.
If it'd been for like a big Indian, because it's like literally you come out, don't you, and you just like...
I just don't really want a big meal before the shag. Then again, I'm not just a 2-minute shag, am I?
I don't know, Vic, aren't you?
Haven't you watched the podcast? Haven't you heard? You've heard about our mammoth shags with cake breaks.
Fucking heard all about them, yeah.
Jealous, are we?
Apparently I'm just like a bit of a pump squirt, like, but...
A pump squirt.
Or maybe, or if you're lucky, a pump squirt.
Oh my god. So you definitely couldn't go the distance with a 4 or 5 hour shag then.
Fuck that, I'd have to faint cramp. Or you would have cramp.
You would have cramp
or
there. Put your hip out. Inhale and everything. So anyway, cake and coilingus day. Have a ball.
Yeah, go for it.
Also, it's international.
Keep it over, Andy.
For the cake. It's like that. Hoover after sex. What would you hoover after sex? Okay, for the crumbs. Okay, got you. Hadn't quite caught up.
That's the way my dirty mind thinks.
Oh, do you know what? Me and Jimmy did that once. Segue. So, we decided to try wax at home.
Yeah.
And on that night, I found out that I hate wax for 2 reasons. I don't mind doing it on people, but I don't like receiving it at all. And Jimmy's having a little go. And I was telling him what to do. He did it all right. Didn't enjoy it one little bit. It was just too hot. Yeah. And they were low burn candles. But I was like, ow, ow, ow. It wasn't like, ooh, yes. It was like, ow! I think I was getting fucking burned with like a ciggy. Then, it's obviously all over you. And I was like, how the fuck? Normally in like the club or somewhere, you know, you like scrape it off good part of your scene or whatever. It's all controlled. In my fucking bedroom with carpet.
Yeah.
We'd already put something on the bed. So all the wax was on the bed and I was like flicking it off me. There's nothing sexy about it at all. And then obviously we wanted to carry on. So we had to bundle all the bed up. In the meantime, there's wax all over the floor. And we had a new carpet and both of us like, well, we can't carry on. Because we'll tread wax into the carpet. So mid-shag, rather than having cake, Jim's sorting the bed out, and I've got the Henry Hoover out, hoovering around the bed, making sure all the wax is up, right? Then we were like, right, all right, get the mood again, when we did.
Yeah.
We soon got the mood, but we laughed afterwards, like, can't believe we'd like literally hoovering in between a shag. And then picked up where we left off. That's how good we are, you see. Anyway. It's also International Chihuahua Appreciation Day. Who do you know has got a Chihuahua?
Where did you get these from?
I do fucking research, mate. Who do you know? Who do you know who's got a Chihuahua?
Do you know someone? I don't know. You know, you see plenty of them around, like, don't you? But I don't think I actually personally know someone who's got one.
So.
You're going to correct me now, aren't
This
you?
is how we all know that Andy hasn't listened to or watched any other episodes apart from his fucking own narcissist.
I'm busy, what can I say?
So Kev, 2 episodes ago, he was talking about his Chihuahua called Nacho.
Yeah.
And he was demonstrating for everybody how Nacho likes to mount his husband's leg and shag it.
Yeah.
But Kev decided to do the actual actions with a Mexican accent as well. Thing is, though, obviously you guys don't really know Kev yet. Are you surprised?
No.
No. To millions of people, he's basically like a chihuahua going, arriba, arriba, oh, listen to the
Vamos!
He was doing all that. So, International Chihuahua Appreciation Day. I personally don't like little dogs. Yappy little fuckers.
Yeah.
But, you know, if people who've got chihuahuas and love them, today's your day.
Crack on.
Yeah. Also, lastly, before I do
the steak and give it a blowjob.
Also, if you don't want the cake and coilingus and you haven't got a chihuahua, there's another day that a recognition of the day.
Yeah.
Dance Like a Chicken Day.
Oh, fuck off, really?
Remember the Birdie song years ago?
Yeah.
You and I, because we're the same age, will remember the Birdie song was
Yeah, I
in the
remember
charts.
that. Yeah, it was a big deal, wasn't
It
it?
was a big deal. And the thing is, we were young enough to be up there on the dance floor at kids' parties doing the Birdie song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do a little demonstration?
Could do, couldn't we?
Shall we?
Yeah.
I mean, we won't be able to stand up, though, because it's a stand-up dance, really, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Well, we can do it in the chair. Right, so you've got to imagine that we're standing up. You ready?
Yeah, go on. Right.
Diddle 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 diddle. Is there another bit? Diddle 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 diddle. Clapping.
Oh,
You've got to be 7.
Yeah. Do
7.
you know what? If it came on now, we'd be like, yeah, I got this, like, and we'd probably be back into it. But...
So when it came on, I'd be like, with a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and shake your bum.
Yeah.
I was 7.
Yeah. Tell you.
So that's our exercise done for the day.
Yeah, we won't be the only ones who remember that.
Well, no, probably not. Right, so Dance Like a Chicken Day. I mean, that's called the Birdie song, but chicken's a bird.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, and I'd like to think that some of you are outrageous enough to share some of these chicken dances on our Facebook page. Feel free.
Yeah.
Full actions and everything. I want all this.
Yeah.
All that kind of thing.
Maybe even in a chicken costume.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Would you? Yes. Would you do a chicken costume and do it on Facebook though? You're asking people to do something that maybe you wouldn't do yourself.
If I had one in the house, yeah.
Then again, you like dressing up.
Yeah, I love it. Dressing up.
Love dressing up.
Yeah.
Big show off.
Yeah, I love
You've
it.
had some great costumes.
I have. I've had some corkers.
What was your favourite?
I think my favourite had to be that Prince Purple Rain one at the Stag and Andy.
Do you know
what? It was fucking brilliant.
And you kept your wig on pretty much all night, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
The black curly wig.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good, actually.
It was covered in all kinds of ale, and then the next day I put it all back in the bag and sent it back to Amazon for a refund.
You didn't?
I got it.
You didn't?
It's fucking nice, it is.
You just told everybody now, like,
Yeah,
including Amazon.
Yeah.
Not asked.
No.
It was years ago.
Yeah,
come for me now.
Yeah.
That's bad, that though.
It stunk of ale as well.
Oh, mate.
Ale and sweat.
So you sent it back covered in ale and sweat. What was your reason for return?
I think I just put wrong size.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, if you put wrong size, like, it's like, you know, no one's gonna go, oh, they're trying it on there, like, but they don't care. They don't care at Amazon.
So, what you could have said, really, is I'm sending it back. It's obviously been worn. It stinks of sweat and alcohol.
Yeah.
You should have just done that.
I'll do that next time.
If there's going to be a next time. He hasn't learned. It's the wrong thing to do, Hans.
I don't care.
You'd think that I'd be dead brazen. But there was one time, and I walked out of our local Tesco years ago, trolley full of shopping, and underneath was a 1 kilo box of cornflakes that I forgot to put through because it was on the underneath shelf, it wouldn't fit in. I was like, oh shit. Loaded my car up and went back into the shop and paid for the cornflakes. I know. That's the sort of... Because it'd be on my mind. I can't... My conscience. It'd just be like that. Robber.
I just obviously haven't got
You're
one.
obviously not arsed.
I just haven't got a conscience.
Right then, so swiftly moving on from our
Don't
tea
ring the
leaf ways.
police.
And if you're Amazon, you didn't earn none of
Yeah.
that. So, on this day, 14th of May,
Yes.
something very trailblazing occurred. It was 1796, I don't expect you to know it. Trailblazing. But this thing was founded, if you like, in a very unethical way.
Oh.
So, 14th of May, 1796, an English doctor called Edward Jenner basically started a trial to see if he could cure an illness. An illness that was sweeping through the world and killing people, whether you were young, old, rich, poor, indiscriminative. It didn't always kill, but it did very often. And if it didn't kill, it left bad scars and disability. Have you got any idea what this thing might be?
This is the first inoculation, isn't it?
Of?
Smallpox.
Clever clogs.
Thank you.
So, let's talk about how it came about unethically.
I have read about this.
Have you?
Yeah.
Do you want to maybe have a little go?
No. No, but I know it was taken a bit, like, sort of taking a sample of, like, the actual disease itself and sort of, like, giving it in a small amount as an inoculation, isn't it? It's something along them lines.
Well, that's what a vaccine is, really.
Yeah.
Isn't it? But how did he come across this? So, smallpox, you are quite right. And it was deadly, particularly nasty in kids. And, you know, sometimes whole families are being wiped out. And think about it back then. Generations lived together. So, you know, great-grandparents, if they lived that fucking long back in the day, grandparents, parents, kids, loads of kids as well, oftentimes. And this was literally wiping out families. And very, very often, all the kids. And if the kids weren't killed, they were left with, like, maybe blindness and lifelong complications, which might have been life-limiting, or it might have got in the way of them actually having children themselves. So literally families are being wiped out from that point, whether they were dead or they just couldn't have children after that point for whatever reason. So it was really, really needed, a cure, and they were trying all sorts. Bad results. Anyway, so there was this other thing going on at the time. There's something called cowpox. Have you heard of cowpox?
Yeah.
It's like a smallpox, but in cows.
I know what it is now. Go on.
Okay. So what was happening up until that point was something called variolation, which is similar to how they found the cure. What they were doing, they were giving people the actual disease in a smaller quantity, in the hope that they'd build up a resistance. And some did, but many didn't, because they were basically giving them too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this Edward Jenner, he'd noticed something very strange in rural England. It was actually in England that this occurred. I was like, oh, it was a Brit that did this. Those milkmaids who'd caught cowpox, which was a milder form of the disease that affected cows and humans if you got close enough. And the milkmaids were oddly resistant to smallpox.
Yeah.
So he thought, he became quite obsessed with this idea. And he's like, could one disease protect against another if they were similar? So on the 14th of May, 1796, he actually tested the theory on an 8-year-old boy called James Phipps. And he was the son of the doctor's gardener. Yeah. And Jenner took some material from cowpox blisters on the hand of a milkmaid called Sarah Nelms, and he inserted it into the cut on the child's arm. So directly, give it to him in the wound. Anyway, he did become mildly ill with the cowpox, so like fever, discomfort, nothing too severe. Then when he got over that, Jenner exposed him to smallpox, actual smallpox. And again, it's something that you can't really do nowadays, but again, it did work.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing that now? Can you imagine purposely giving a child, you didn't know whether this was going to kill them or not, basically smallpox, a deadly, deadly, deadly disease. It just wouldn't happen now for many, many reasons. But people were like, well, we've got to find a cure.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, he survived. It did work. And so from then on in, he was working then on how to get this just right. So the right amount of cowpox virus to then build up this resistance. And the word vaccine, you said inoculation, was quite an old word. It was what we used to use as a kid.
I don't know where that come from, to be honest with you.
It's a really old word. We use vaccine now. And the word vaccine is Latin, vacca for cow. So vacca is cow in Latin, and that's where vaccine comes from.
Wow.
There you go. So the vaccine was born. There was a few little blips along the line. Obviously, it didn't go quite smoothly at first, but eventually he got it just right and it rolled out across the world, across England at first. And, not everybody builds up the resistance like any vaccine there can be. There's only 2% of the population who can't get any immunisation from vaccines at all, and I'm one of them. Found out when I was a midwife, I tell you this.
No.
We were given hepatitis inoculation vaccine. And when I went to get tested to see if it had worked, there was just nothing.
Yeah.
Got a booster, nothing. Got a third one, not a thing. Anyway, they did some further tests, and they found that I just can't get immune to anything, really. I did have the COVID vaccine purely so I could go on holiday.
Yeah.
Because actually it made me quite ill.
God, I was ill as fuck after that.
It made me quite ill, yeah. But it didn't do the job. They should have done. None of them do. So when I was a midwife, I had to double glove and high risk patients and stuff like that. The risk was mine, not theirs. I had to sign something to say that I understood the risk.
Yeah.
Mad, don't it? Yeah.
God, I was sick as fuck after that COVID.
Well, one in particular I was sick after. The first one wasn't too bad, but I can't remember which one it was now. But one, and I was like, and Jimmy wasn't well either. Wasn't good at all. Anyway, a few funny little facts that go along with this that I want to share. So when this was being rolled out and people realised that they were being given a cowpox vaccine, these mad cartoons started showing up all over the place of people sprouting horns and wearing cowbells and distorted human cow faces and all that,
In Punch. That was like the magazine thing.
Do you remember that?
Wasn't it?
Yeah. But there's also some religious critics claiming that vaccines interfered with God's will. Would it be God's will if they got smallpox though? Or their kid got smallpox and died? Would it be God's will? So if they didn't give their kid the vaccine, which often it happens now, anti-vaxxers, and the kid died, would it be God's will?
Well, you could argue that maybe it was God's will to give that fella the intelligence to discover that you could vaccinate people.
Yeah.
Discuss.
Yeah, exactly that. I've had this discussion with my dad years ago when he was talking to me. And he was always like, you shouldn't interfere. We've all got a path. God's got a plan and all that. And lots of different conversations about intervention.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, well, what if it is God's intention, though, for us to learn and develop so we can help ourselves?
Yeah.
So it isn't fucking all down to God and his will. Take a bit of pressure off the big man.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's God's will. Fuck off. I mean, I'm sure some of you agree with that, and I'm not dissing it. You know what I'm like.
It's all got very theological, hasn't it?
I know, yeah. I didn't mean to go down that line. Anyway, so we went from people sprouting horns on cartoons to God's will. Anyway, there's some doctors out there that hated Jenner for creating this. They felt that it threatened them professionally. I don't know how and why. Sure, to make their jobs easier. Maybe they wanted to be the first person to crack the code, but they didn't. Get over it.
Yeah.
Oh, honest to God. But the results were undeniable. Deaths fell. And as you probably know, smallpox became the first human disease ever to be completely eradicated.
Yeah. Apart
from in a lab in Wuhan, probably.
There's been little outbreaks of it though, hasn't there?
Yeah, I think it's been released. When it's been eradicated completely, where else has it come from?
Yeah.
It hasn't just recreated itself. Would have done it years ago otherwise.
Yeah.
1977, it was completely eradicated. That was the last naturally occurring case.
Yeah.
In 1977. So if it's been eradicated worldwide, it was declared as also by the World Health Organization in 1980 to be officially declared worldwide, eradicated worldwide. So how are these things popping up if it hasn't come from a lab? It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So Wuhan and places like that, I've got a lot to answer for. Stop fucking meddling. There's meddling to, get cures for things like what happened here.
Yeah.
But why then keep the disease somewhere? Why keep it somewhere once you've eradicated it if you haven't got malicious intentions?
Yeah, it's...
Are they thinking that maybe they'll keep it because it might be that they can use that at a later date to cure something else?
I'd like to think that's the reason, but...
But something that deadly?
Yeah.
No.
No, I'd like to think that's the reason, but it does make you think, doesn't
Well,
it?
I'm fucking suspicious.
I'm suspicious, yeah, but like I'd like to think that is the reason why.
I'd like to think it as well, but it's not. Anyway, so this thing that was not found by accident. It was just a guy who just thought one day, I wonder if because they've had this similar disease before, I wonder if that's the reason why they're not getting ill and every other motherfucker's dropping dead.
It's some lateral thinking
It
there,
is,
though,
isn't
isn't
it?
it?
It is lateral
Yeah.
thinking. I like that.
Yeah.
And you're talking a fucking long time ago when actually we didn't even know we didn't have names for things in our body.
No.
You know, bacteria, viruses, they weren't even words. So how did he have the smart? Where did he dig that from? To even put two and two together when they didn't even know how this thing came about. They didn't know how things formed. It's just mind-blowing. I think that's...
Does I think that's when you hear about inventions and stuff getting invented and that, and you think, what made them think to do that? Do you know what my one is? And it's tobacco. Who thought to like dry a plant out and smoke it? I mean, that's some reach, that, like, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like coffee as well. Like, who thought to like sort of like crush coffee beans up, put them in hot water and drink it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, like
it's
you do think like it,
yeah,
because someone's done that to start that off. But what made them do it?
So it's obviously something's been a catalyst. So what was your first one?
Tobacco.
So I wonder, right, back in the day, in some fucking forest somewhere, somewhere where tea might grow. I'm really showing me ignorance here. Tea is not, the growing of tea is not my specialism. I wonder, right, if they've gathered like branches and shit to make a fire.
Yeah.
And there's been tobacco leaves and it's smoked and they've gone,
it's all right, that, isn't it?
It's all right, that, isn't it? That's all right, that. I wonder if we could make a smaller fire and then go... And then they've thought, we could maybe put it in something, a pipe, because that's what it would have been. Crush it into a pipe. So that's probably how that one came about. What was your other one?
Coffee.
How would they have done coffee? So I reckon with coffee, again, coffee beans growing, trees growing any type of fruit. They've thought, I wonder if that's a fruit, that hard thing that isn't squishy like a banana, but still hanging off there. So, because it's in pods, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I wonder if, it's a thing. Not too sure about that.
Yeah.
And they leave it out in the sun. They've gone, the sun's dried it. And then they've gone, that's a different taste. And then they've gone on from there. Just missing a carrot. It's going to be something like that, isn't it?
It is interesting, though, isn't it? You know, when you think, like, you know, things that are being done, invented, and that's like, who thought to do that in the first place?
Somebody much cleverer than us.
Yeah. Or or like in a lot of cases, like it's by accident.
It is by accident. Well, there's loads and loads and loads of medications and vaccines that have been found by accident. So you'll probably know I've got lupus. My treatment is actually an anti-malarial.
Yeah. Because
they found hydroxychloroquine. It was a thing that Trump was going on about. So there was a worldwide shortage of medication that people with lupus really, really, really needed. And it was nowhere to be found because Trump was telling every motherfucker to take hydroxychloroquine because that'll stop you getting COVID, which it didn't. And then people with lupus couldn't get their meds.
Gobshite.
Have you seen the video of the toilet brush and it's Trump on his hair? His hair is like that cleaning the toilet out. But the video, it's got like this funny little voice go. It's the funniest thing. I sent it to you. Anyway. So, we're going to move on.
Okay.
14th of May 1939, so a bit closer to home, though not in the 1700s. Have you heard of somebody called Lena Medina? It's a great name.
No.
Haven't you?
No.
Okay, I thought you might have heard of this because even though it was a long time ago, it's one of them things that once you read it, you go, fucking hell. And the name's quite distinctive.
Yeah, it's an interesting name, like, isn't it?
So, she come from Peru.
Okay.
And she was 5 years old.
Right.
People think this is like an internet urban legend. It's not. It's 100% true.
This isn't that youngest girl to get pregnant, is it?
It is. You're on fire today, aren't you? Where did that come from?
I don't know. It came from somewhere, though, didn't it?
Didn't it just? I'm dead impressed.
I've just scared myself, you know.
So I'm going to start doing pub quizzes with you.
I'm telling you, I am going to pump
There's a lot of shit in there, obviously, isn't there?
Telling you.
Well done.
Thank
So
you.
I'm going to tell you more about Lena Medina, who was, quite rightly, the youngest girl to have a baby. And she had the baby by caesarean section. It's disgusting. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is 1939. So what do you think happened around this time when people got hold of this news that the girl, 5-year-old girl, was pregnant? What do you think people... What happened?
I think people would probably be looking for the Zaz.
Okay, they didn't.
Right.
It's 1939. So what actually happened was the media were like, oh, wow, the youngest girl in the world to have a baby. She had a baby boy and all that. Nothing about how did this fucking 5-year-old get pregnant in the first place. Yeah. So anyway, her parents at first thought that she had some kind of a tumour, a fast-growing tumour. Obviously, she's very little.
Yeah.
And at the time she was taken into hospital by her parents, who thought she had a tumour, she was 7 months pregnant. So this tumour would have been fucking massive. Yeah? 7 months pregnant on a grown woman is a fair size. You know, I was waddling around at 7 months. You know, I was fucking really waddling around by 9 months. So this is a very big tumour. Anyway, the parents, they were from a very poor, remote area in Peru. And they feared that something medically catastrophic was going on. They were very, very fearful. They didn't think for a minute that she could have been pregnant. Not 1 minute, no. And like I said before, she was actually 7 months pregnant. So doctors initially struggled to accept it themselves, obviously, and they realised, once they realised it was true, that she was just too young to give birth. Naturally, she'd have to do a caesarean section. And you know, before they did this, while they were examining her and thinking of the fuck they were going to do, they were like, how can she get pregnant? Not just by whom, which is a big, big question.
Yeah.
But she's 5.
Yeah.
How is her body able to get pregnant? Anyway, they realised through testing that she had this really rare condition called precocious puberty. Essentially, her body had begun developing unbelievably early. Very early. And actually some doctors think as early as 3 or even younger. So, but she would have been having periods. So what's mum thinking about that?
I know.
They are from a very poor remote area in Peru though. So maybe they're just not exposed to what's normal. I don't know. Was the woman not educated enough to know that this baby should not have been bleeding at 3? It's just, there's lots and lots of questions, and I did a lot of digging on this, and I actually gave you more questions. And that was one of them. You know, the mother, how did she not realise when she's handling her 5-year-old, picking it up, did she not feel movement?
Yeah.
Did she not cuddle her child, you know, reading stories or something, can see her belly moving? Because you can.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And especially on a small child, when she's in the bath.
Yeah. It's mind-boggling, that.
The doctors were convinced, though, that the parents were like, they were really, really, really shocked.
Yeah.
So either they weren't caring for a child properly and weren't noticing these things because they just weren't caring for her properly, or she just was totally and utterly naive. How can you be that naive and you've already had a child yourself, though? You know how your body changes. Did she not recognise the changes she saw in her own body and her child? I just don't know.
It's nuts.
It is. Anyway. So even now, this is very, very rare, this precocious puberty. Very rare. It's obviously identified now, and so parents and children will be warned. You know, not to explore sex too early, maybe, and if you do. Yeah. So even though there's this media spin on it, for me, there's always this big question that a child can't consent to anything like this. How she get pregnant in the first place? Meaning this is unquestionably abuse of some sort by somebody. And the identity of the father was never conclusively established publicly. So the father of the child wasn't released. However, Lena's father, who was initially arrested, he was under obviously very strong suspicion. He was released later on due to lack of evidence. They didn't have DNA back at the time. But later on they did. I would wanted to have known if I was Lena and the child. But no, the father was released. There's loads and loads of rumours. The local community, very few of them, were finger pointing, but nothing was proven. Lena went on to have a very healthy baby boy by caesarean section. She named him Gerardo.
Nice.
Yep. Named after one of the doctors involved in delivery. Because, I mean, she wasn't really planning for a baby. So what else would you call a kid? Like, I don't know. But they went on to live a quiet life afterwards. The media coverage eventually died down, but it never veered away from the whole medical curiosity.
Yeah.
This, medical curiosity, this young girl having a baby. It was never about a traumatised child who'd been abused. No. Never. Imagine that now.
Yeah.
I mean, the newspapers are bad now, but apparently they were really bad then for sensationalising headlines. Yeah. Really, really bad. Yeah. So years later, apparently the family told Gerardo that Lena was his sister. I can't establish whether he was ever told the truth. I think he probably was eventually, maybe. What that does then to both of them, because then the kid knows that he's in the world as a result of abuse of a 5-year-old.
Yeah, it's tough to say, isn't it?
But again, we're in Peru. Will they fully understand the repercussions of receiving that news? Would they tell them anyway? I don't know. And Gerardo, unfortunately, died in his 40s from illness, but Lena went on to live a very long life, but disappeared out of public view. But you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Imagine
it though, imagine it like when the kid gets like celebrating your kid's 21st and you're 26. It's fucking mad.
I mean, there's loads and loads of cases out there, isn't there? I mean, Jimmy's got a family member in this instance. Their mum was only young, 15, 16. I think her mum was 16. And so his cousin, a part of her life, believed that her mum was actually her nan.
Yeah.
I think she was quite a bit older when she got told. By then it was like, well, she's older, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's loads of families like that, isn't there? But yeah, 5 years difference. I can't imagine what that does to your body. I'm thinking medically now. I don't think she probably would have gone on to have other children. I think after caesarean section at that young age, never mind the mental trauma, but the physical trauma to her body, I don't know whether she would have been advised or able.
Yeah.
Maybe she would have been able, I don't know. Caesarean section back in 1939 would have been a classic incision which goes up, a bit more risky, harder to heal. So I don't think she would have had the ability to have children after that. Sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is sad, yeah.
Lena Melina. Right. So I was going to do a dangly bit, but I haven't got a dangly bit. Forgot to write it down. Oh, fucking tit. So instead, I'm actually going to highlight something that is new on the back here. You haven't seen all of our shit, have you? So the new thing... That? Yeah, you've seen that before. Yeah, there are crocheted things that our fans have sent in.
Yeah. And
some hitty bits and bobs, but this is new. So, Mel, thank you very, very much for sending this in. It's obviously the stocks in Townhouse. Well, we did used to have a stock, we haven't got them anymore.
For the bottoms.
It's just a replica, obviously. But it actually does move. I don't wish for that ill.
Boss, love it.
But you probably won't be able to see this. I wonder if I can do that so you can see it.
Do you want me to hold the paper?
No, it's okay. Because I'm going to do that. I don't think it's going to pick up on camera. It's got purple and green highlights in it. It's two-tone. So after the pattern cell...
Vic, I can't see the fucking green from here.
Let's have a look. Though. It's got like, yeah, there you go. It's got like a tinge. Or is it blue? Looks greeny to me. Like purple and greeny.
I don't know, I'm fucking colourblind on dark colours.
Well, what are you looking at it for then?
Because it's like, I mean, green's not dark, is it? I can't see green in that, love, you know.
Well, it's purple at least. It's purple.
No,
Can you not see the two-tone in it? It's got two-tone when you do that. Can't you see that?
No.
Wow, you really are colourblind then. That's obvious, that.
Stuff, right? So, like, I tell you...
You can really see that. The two-tone. No. Okay, before you hold that thought, don't forget. I know you're old, you forget things. Just don't forget that story. So, thanks, Mel. I absolutely love it. I love that it's two-tone. And I love that it's articulated.
That is good touch, that.
I just love it. I absolutely love it. It's just like the little things in life, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's absolutely fabulous. So, that is now on our desk. So, you were going to say something?
No, I was going to say, like, that when I first knew that I had, like, a problem, like, with dark colours, when I'd like, left school and stuff like that, was like, went into my first job, and, like, I had to go get, like, you know, Kecks shirt and tie and that. Kecks' trousers, by the way, sorry. And do you remember Burton's?
Yeah.
Like, so I went to Burton's on County Road, right? Just went in there and I was like, right, I'll get some, like, black Kecks and that, couple of shirts, ties and that. And I brought them home and I remember getting ready for work. And I was like that, and my mum was like, Andy, what the fuck are you doing with a pair of purple Kecks on that?
Purple?
And I was like, they're black.
Thank God
like,
your mum was it?
Like, they're not, they're like deep purple. And I was like, oh, I can't go to work in these. When I go to, you know, over by, like, dark clothing, right, so when we had RD last Friday, right.
Radical Desire at Townhouse.
Radical Desire at Townhouse.
First Friday of every month.
First Friday of every month, yeah, what she said. So anyway, Sarah was, like, saying, like, you need to have black clothes. I was like, I haven't got black clothes, don't wear black clothes, right? Yeah. So I went to Asda, just got like a pair of black jeans and a black polo neck, and I say, they are, to the girl, they are black, aren't they? Because I can't tell.
Wow.
Other colours I'm sound like, you know, like yellows and reds, blues and stuff like that, but like dead dark colours, like...
I thought it was more common to get like blue and green mixed up and that kind of thing. I've not heard of that before.
But I don't wear all black clothing.
No.
As I drew the parallel, didn't I?
Your wedding, you wore black?
Yeah, like, I think, yeah, it was like, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
actually,
it was a black and white theme,
but the tie was like paisley, wasn't it? Like, but it was like I said to you, like last Friday, when I was dressed all in black, and I was like, I feel like I should be off to go and see the Smiths in concert or break into someone's house.
Yeah, because you don't wear black.
Yeah, I don't wear black.
No. I used to live in black. I was a goth.
An emo.
Oh, Dan, he's terrible. I've said before to you a lot, but I don't think you know. At the school, I was a big goth. I was a big goth. And I'd turn up and he'd go, oh, God, Mum, why have you got to turn up and look like a goth? So I was like, would you prefer me to turn up in my pyjamas and Ugg boots like the rest of the mums in house here? But I said a bit too loud. And the mums in the yard with the pyjamas and Ugg boots were all like that, looking at the goth.
So you reckon no going out the house in pyjamas is scary, isn't it?
Well, do you know what? The worst I'll do is go to my bin. Yeah. And then, I mean, obviously it's very public here. So I'm literally, look out the door, make sure there's nobody up the path on the side. I'm like, that nobody there. Up and down the prom, run down, and then run back up again before anybody knows.
I did an airport run the other day in my pyjamas. But it was literally getting in the car, driving up to the airport and back. But
did you not think about if you broke down?
I do think that, like, but... I just like to, I like to have the optimism to think that I'm not going to break down. But I always remember the first time I ever seen someone out in pyjamas, and it was, do you ever remember when there was that Tesco Express on County Road?
Yeah.
And I was in there this one morning, I think I just took the kids to school or something, and I like seen this girl go past, and you know, you do like a double take, and I was like, she's wearing fucking pyjamas.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't get my head around it. I'm like, you see it more and more now, and I'm thinking, I won't even go out the house without a shower.
No.
Honest to God, like, ask me bird, she goes nuts, like, because it'd be like, oh, we're going to go here, and I'm like, right, okay. And I'll go and get a shower. And
yeah,
she's like,
me too.
Can't you just throw your clothes on and go on? I'm like,
no.
I can't do it. It's like, I don't know what it is, I can't go out the house without a shower.
Neither.
The only time I'll ever do it is, like, say, for instance, I'm going straight to the gym, because what's the point in having a shower before you go to the gym? But, like, it's like, I just think, like, you scruffy twat, get some clothes on.
Well, I had a shower before you turned up today because I've been in the cafe.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I've put my jeans on because I didn't have clean jeans. I've had a shower, I've done my makeup. I haven't really done my hair because I haven't really got to do anything. My top from last night because it was clean on last night. But I still had a shower because I was like, I smell of bacon from the cafe. I can't. And yesterday I had 3 showers. One in the morning, one before the theatre, and then before I went to bed.
And on the summer when it's hot and stuff like that, I'll have like, maybe
I'm
have like
sweaty,
like,
menopausal.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need to have another shower.
Yeah.
I'm going out, I've got to have a shower.
Yeah.
And do you know what though? Also, it's quicker than having a wash.
It is,
like a freshen up. Just in and out the shower. I would have just been drying my face off by the time I got out my shower.
Pain in the arse trying to have a prosy wash in the sink though, innit?
Oh, fucking water and everything all over the place. Nah, doing your tackle.
Yeah, I mean, like trying to like cock your leg up and give it like a...
I mean, you're tall enough as well.
I can do, but water goes everywhere, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Just imagine you mounting the sink now.
Mounting the sink.
Cocking your leg over the sink like that.
Don't even buy the drink first.
Get your laughing gear around that.
Round what?
Laughing gear is Scouse for mouth.
Yeah.
Right then, so we haven't done a dangly bit, but we've just done a dangly bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and eagle eyes amongst you. Again, Andy won't really get onto this because he hasn't seen the previous episodes. But that look wasn't a look of disgust, by the way. It was like, Sissy Wednesday.
Let's call it what it is.
Sissy Wednesday did a thing on Emily Bronte, who's a bit nuts. This is her book. And she brought in Wuthering Heights for me to read. And it's now on display. Just for now.
Nice.
Until I read it, because I haven't read it yet. Sissy Wednesday would have read that about 3 times by now. She's terrible. Bookworm.
Judy's.
Yeah. Well, I was an avid reader. I'd like read before I went to bed and everything.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I took the club on, no. I did not, because my sleep was precious. And so if I was in bed, it was to sleep. And as soon as my alarm went off, I was up and out. And then I just got out of the habit. So now, because I'm always doing things, I listen to audiobooks instead.
That's the last one I read as well. Right. So bear in mind, I've gone on honeymoon on a plane and stuff.
Go on.
There's about the Andy's plane crash,
Yes.
haven't you, where they had to, like...
Eat each other to...
So, so I read the autobiography of Roberto Canesha, he was... So there was 2 of them, wasn't there, who walked out.
Yeah.
It was the one who went on to become like a renowned like art surgeon and all that. I read his autobiography. I was like, thinking, should I really be reading this one? Like,
was it good though?
Planes. Like, yeah, brilliant.
Imagine it to be really, really good.
Yeah, I've read loads about that. It's a fascinating story.
It is a fascinating story.
Story.
I've only touched on it on here because it's a very, very well-known story.
Yeah.
But even the film's really good.
Yeah.
I thought it was really, really good.
Have you seen the newer one that's called the Spanish language one?
No.
Brilliant.
Is it worth a look?
It's better than the one that came out in the 90s.
I enjoyed it because obviously the older one, because it really could happen to anybody.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, if you were lucky enough to survive a plane crash, the very fact that they survived that, where they were, is nuts with all that mountain range.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. It's just that basic human thing of to survive. I've got to eat Andy, who's my mate. You know,
they treated it like communions, didn't they? Because they had all like these kinds of like theological, religious struggles over it and stuff like that, and they called it like a form of communion, didn't they? And they even joked with each other, saying like, "If I die, you can eat me" and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? But it's fascinating.
I mean, just talking about it's hard. But if you try and put yourself in that position, I mean, no human should have to make that decision, really. In this day and age, in modern times, obviously years ago, maybe different. But that story always gets me because it's so human.
Yeah, it is.
It's so human to survive in those conditions as a human being, they've had to make a terrible decision and then get their head around it. And for me to have to make that decision, I don't know. It just humanised the whole thing when I saw the film.
It was nearly 3 months they were there for, wasn't it?
Andy, how did they survive that?
They asked each other.
No, but the cold though, the extreme conditions. But also, yes, they physically survived, but mentally, do you ever get past that?
No.
You'd never be the same person ever again.
No.
Ever. Not only surviving a plane crash.
Yeah.
Not only surviving a plane crash in those terrible conditions and putting your body through the extreme temperatures and everything, but also surviving eating human meat that happened to be your comrade.
Yeah.
Because they were team members as well. They weren't just friends. Team members that were working together day in, day out. You never mentally get over that. Never.
Society of the Snow, it's called, the Spanish language one if you want to. It's really good.
What's it called again?
Society of the Snow. It's on Netflix.
Society of the Snow. Okay, I'll have to have a look at that. It's a great story of survival and human endurance, but it's very sobering, isn't it?
Not half, yeah.
I don't know what I'd do. Now I'd be like, I don't think I could do that. But if you're literally starving with no other options and there's meat just sitting there, I'd probably balk my whole way through it, to be honest. I'd drink my own piss.
You could just eat the snow,
It's not good for you, apparently.
Apparently it's not, but...
Your piss is better for you.
I don't know if I could drink my own piss.
If I had to, I would.
Oh yeah, someone has a gun, somebody hasn't, would drink that.
Would. Totally would. Why not? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't just go along drinking my own piss. My mate Rach did that and cured herself of endometriosis. She read it somewhere. I was like, oh mate, you can't just drink your own piss every day. And it had to be the morning one as well, a bit more concentrated. So she put a bit of orange juice in there to make it more palatable because obviously it was so strong. And she'd whack it back. Not only did it sort endometriosis out, she hadn't done bad acne. She had lovely skin, Rach, but she had breakouts every now and then. Around the time the endometriosis kicked off, cleared that, and she went on to have children. And she was told she'd never have children.
Nice.
And she put it down to just drink her own piss every single day. So if I had to, I could do that because that doesn't seem as bad. But slicing up your bestie. Oh. No, I just don't think I could. But you don't know, do you?
It's a fucking call to me.
You just don't know until you're starving in the middle of nowhere with no other options.
Yeah, no justice up there.
Every time somebody says just eat now, I just think Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Every time, I just see him.
They've had some fucking people do the adverts. Katy Perry's on one, didn't she?
Yeah,
when Snoop Dogg did it, it was just like...
It just went another level to me. But you know what? I hadn't really used Just Eat up until that point. Yeah. When I saw Snoop Dogg, I'm like, oh, he's advertising something. What's he advertising? And it's like, Just Eat. I'm like, well, fuck me. So now I do actually think about Just Eat. So when we order in, I'll normally do it via the app. So it did work for me.
Yeah, right. Power of advertising.
That's the one. Right, we're going to do a very quick segment because we've been going on. Fuck. It's going to be a quick. It's going to be a long one. We're going to shorten it down. So... in the Victoriana times, but even beyond there as well, people were sleeping on mattresses that, let's say, aren't up to the standards that they are today.
I can imagine.
And they would stuff their mattresses with any old fucking shit, sometimes quite literally, which caused all sorts of problems. I'm going to talk a little bit about this, but also some other little Victoriana things that they used to do. Anyway, so for centuries, people obviously didn't realise that what you stick in your mattress is really important. They were putting things in there like straw, leaves, animal skins, feathers, rocks in some cases, horsehair, reeds, wool, hay. So, all these things that they were putting in their mattresses would harbour...
well, like parasites.
Parasites, mould, insects. But also, if you think about it, they're taking things from the field, hay, and all the animal piss and everything, rat piss. So they're sleeping on these mattresses stuffed with all sorts. Apparently horsehair was really common, and horsehair keeps the bedding a little bit damp. and obviously causes moles, can cause
Yeah.
breathing problems, spores.
Yeah.
Apparently, the insects and bed bugs, mites were just prolific. And these mattresses, which were never cleaned, obviously, were just harbouring all these mites, and they were just engulfing houses, completely engulfing houses with mites and bed bugs. So basically, these mattresses were like ecosystems, little biological ecosystems, but not just. I mean, mattresses were often reused as well or shared. So, like, you know, if the father of the household worked through the night, he might use a bed in the day, and then somebody else would use it in the night time. Wouldn't always be quite so clean as well back then. Maybe not washing all the time the way we do now, what we talked about then. So, sweat on these things, skin. The mites in these things feed off dead tissue.
Yeah.
So not only is it a perfect environment for breeding, but you're feeding the fuckers as well.
Yeah.
They've got a great diet, like a fucking smorgasbord. Fleas as well, human fleas, animal fleas. There's horse hair in there, so that would come from the horse. Obviously, animal fleas don't live that long off the animal, but for a while they're there, they're fucking jumping around all over you. And obviously, like, your own body oils and all that. It's a nasty, nasty environment. Disgusting. Anyway, industrialisation arrives, which means that companies are now mass producing things like mattresses for obviously growing cities and all that. And it gets a little bit dodgy as well because the factories need a lot of filling, cheap, a lot of filling. So, by the late 1800s and early 1900s, have you ever heard of the shoddy trade?
No.
Do you know where the word shoddy comes from?
No.
So, I don't know whether international listeners would use the word shoddy. I don't know if it's a local thing or an English thing. But you know what we would use shoddy for, like shoddy clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
Well done, like a shoddy job of that.
Yeah. Shoddy is like somebody looking a little bit scruffy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not great.
So, the shoddy trade back in the day, it was actually a term for like recycled fibre, textiles, reused materials. So the shoddy trade was basically mattress companies and stuff that needed fillings, and they were called like shoddy traders, and they would go and they'd collect all this scrap material from textile mills and all that on the floor. Rats pissing, all that, yeah. They would also occasionally take sheets and materials from hospitals, prisons and workhouses. So these mattresses were stuffed with anything from anywhere right across the country because these things are now being mass produced. So they're just collecting from anywhere.
Yeah.
And they weren't opening up again. Whoever opens their mattress up to have a look at it, even now, we're trusting companies to stuff them with decent stuff.
Yeah.
And the more you pay for a mattress, the more you're like, well, there's got to be something decent in there. If you get a shitty mattress from somewhere, I don't know what it's filled with.
Good point.
So, because of this industrialisation, investigators were starting to look inside mattresses because people were complaining of getting ill and they couldn't really find out why, and houses were infested. And like, well, where's the source coming from? Anyway, obviously they found it was coming from these mattresses. And things suddenly turned the opposite way. And the media were saying, no, your children will die unless you change your mattress or clean your mattress, or unless you're careful about what's in your mattress. So people were like literally going the other way. And people were like getting rid of the mattresses, they were burning them and all this kind of thing. Anyway, fast forward. Have you noticed that mattresses have got like labels on saying do not remove?
Yeah.
That is like a stamp, if you like to say, this mattress has been checked. It's got what should be in there.
Yeah.
If this is removed or it's not on here, you need to be looking a little bit more carefully.
Yeah.
So there's companies out there, like everything else, making jog tops and shoes, trainers and all that, making jog mattresses because people pay a lot of money. We paid a lot of money for our mattress. It's one thing I've always said I'll pay a lot of money for, because you spend a lot of your time in bed.
Yeah.
And you and I have both got a bad back.
Yeah.
I've got to have a decent bed, otherwise I'm a cunt the next day if I've had a bad sleep. So there's companies out there who are selling jog mattresses for the same amount of money. If you look out for this label, it all comes from this, just filling stuff in the mattresses with anything. It's disgusting, isn't it? Absolutely disgusting. You probably wouldn't get that over here quite so much now, but I think in other countries or maybe areas where there isn't an awful lot of money, maybe they are still stuffing mattresses with all sorts. So look out for the little label, do not remove on it.
Do yourselves a favour.
You don't want to get bed bugs from all that, do you? So before we finish that segment, just a few little things other things that we used to do back in the day. You've probably heard of arsenic in wallpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously deadly. People were getting really, really, really ill from the wallpaper, or in some cases actually dying. There's other things as well. Hang on. There's radioactive material, radium. Radium was in all sorts, and radium was found in other products, health products like lipsticks and stuff like that. Yeah. So cream. There was toothpaste with radium in it. So for a very, very short time, people thought that radium gave you energy, and so they put it in all sorts of products. Obviously, had much more negative effects. There was also one industrialist guy I read somewhere who drank radioactive tonic daily, thinking that it would energise him, and it made his jaw fall off.
Unsurprisingly, yeah.
Disintegrated, just fell off one day. Yeah.
Okay, now.
Yeah. Excuse me. Also, I knew about this. My nan used to make hats. She was a milliner. That was a job back in the day. She was a publican in the end. But they used to use mercury in hat making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where because that's the mad acid, isn't it?
Exactly that.
Mad from the mercury.
Yeah. Lead in paint.
Yeah.
We know about that. That's not that long ago at all. There was still lead in paint. There's still houses now with, what's it called, on the skirting boards, gloss.
Yeah.
With lead in it. And also, we both know, insulation with asbestos in it.
Yeah.
Which the death from asbestos poison is not good. My friend's dad, he worked in a factory for years with asbestos, got badly poisoned. He got a bit of a payout, I think, but his death was not good.
No.
Not good at all.
Yeah. No payout's going to make up for that kind of...
No, definitely not. Okay. It's not a long one. Dear Lady Lobotomy, I've realised I don't actually miss my ex, but I miss who I was back then. I was way more confident sexually, more adventurous, more fun, and just felt more like myself. My relationship is now healthy and loving, so this isn't a I want my ex back thing, but I've noticed that I've become much quieter, a safer version of myself over the years. Is it possible to miss an old version of yourself without it meaning that you miss the person who you're with at the time?
Yeah.
I think we all just grow out of ourselves and just recreate ourselves all the time, don't we? I'm a different person now to who I was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And 20 years ago, a different person from 20 years before that. I think you just always evolve, don't you?
Yeah.
And I think what it is, maybe she said she was more fun, confident sexually, more adventurous. I get the feeling maybe she's settled down with a family. Maybe. She hasn't said.
So is she with someone else, is she?
Yes. And she said a relationship now is healthy and loving. So this isn't a case of I want my ex back.
Yeah.
I just miss the version of myself because I was much more fun. I get the feeling that she's in a relationship and she's probably got kids. And I think it's just changed her a little bit.
Yeah.
I think you have to change when you've got kids. You can't be as adventurous because you're like, well, if I do that thing, I could die and I've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
And more, sexually confident. I think your body changes as you get older anyway. And when you have kids, most definitely. So that might affect your confidence sexually. More fun. Fucking hell, try and have fun as an adult when you've got kids. So I'm assuming you have children. If you haven't, it might just be that your pace in life is just changing because you are a bit older. And also, I think when you're in a loving, healthy relationship, I think contentment settles in.
Yeah.
And you're not as wild. I think you have your wild moments. I certainly have my wild moments. But I'm not wild all the time. How fucking exhausting is that when you're 50? you know, so I just think you change, don't you?
The thing is, as well, as it's like how long ago was this ex? Because if she's like sort of safe, and I don't know how old you are, love, like, but if you're in your 30s or 40s or some late 30s, 40s or something like that, and this ex is from sort of like your early 20s or something, it's very easy to look back, isn't it, and be like, oh, you know what, that was fucking boss, that wasn't it, do you know what I mean? But then exes are exes for a reason as well, and there's that.
Yeah.
But I think it is easy, like, especially like sort of, you know, having kids is a fucking game changer, isn't it?
I agree. So she was with her ex, and the ex is an ex for a reason. It might not have ended bad. But, you know, they're an ex.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just looking back, like you say, with rose-tinted spectacles at, you know, the happy times and the version of herself that she misses.
Yeah.
I don't look back that often and think I want to be that person. I think the only thing I've done recently is I want to be in my fitter version of myself again.
Yeah.
I love to be in fit and slimmer. I know I'm not overweight, but, you know, when you're running all the time, I'd lean and I felt like I could just fucking fight the world because I could run and run and run. It's like Forrest Gump. I miss that, and I know I can never get that back, and I've come to terms with it now. But I don't miss myself as a younger person because I like myself better now.
Yeah.
I feel like I've grown into a better version, so I don't really get that, and I didn't like myself with my ex. I can't really quite relate to it. But all I can relate to, though, is getting older and changing and being a bit more content. And it doesn't mean that you can't have the odd adventure and, you know, have that moment of madness and the fun day. The days that are unplanned and you're like, fucking hell, it was great that day.
Yeah.
When you go for a pint and it wasn't planned and 4 pints later, you're having the best fucking time.
Yeah, I love that.
You can still do that.
Yeah.
But when you're younger and you've got more energy and maybe in a different circle of friends, I don't know, it is a bit more often. You've got more energy for it because you're not getting hung over quite so much that last 3 days. As you get older, having fun takes a bit more planning.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it can take the shine off things a bit. So, you know, I like that you've stressed a couple of times that you say you don't want your ex back. Your ex is an ex for a reason, as we both said. But the version of yourself from years ago, it's still you. It's just that your priorities have changed.
Yeah, we just change, don't we?
Yeah.
We just like we evolve.
And I think rather than look back and like, you know, pine for the person that you used to be, enjoy the person that you are and the person you're yet to become, because you don't know what's going to happen down the line. Do you?
Sage advice.
Right, hope that's helped.
Yeah,
Right, you know what? Going forward, deviants, if you want to write in, boss, please do. The best place is medic@thepaddocellpodcast.co.uk because my social media is just a little bit nuts. I can't lie. I get so many messages in my social media from weirdos and all the good posts get lost.
Yeah.
And so I have to build myself up for social media now to read the dross, to find the good bits. Email. It doesn't mean all the knobheads can also email me as well. Now you've got me email. Anyway, if you want to write into Lady Lobotomy, email. But also, if it's not too identifying, stick your age on there. And if you're talking with somebody else, maybe their age, and a little bit more info, because it would have been good to know if you've got children and how long you've been with the person. If it's too identifying, leave it. It's totally fine. But it just helps us give a bit more tailored feedback.
It's a fucking game changer having kids, isn't it? It just changes everything.
If we had our time again, we wouldn't have kids.
Being honest, like, I don't think I was.
Yeah, I've actually said it to our Dan. And we've both said to both of them, don't have kids until you're over 30. If you can leave it a bit longer, leave it as late as you possibly can. Enjoy your life, get some money behind you, enjoy your money that you're actually earning. And also don't have kids until you can afford a babysitter, because we're not it.
Yeah.
We've said it. And I actually said to our Dan, I said, I love you to bits, but it's really hard work. And obviously, Dan's been through a lot with his dad, and I've been through a lot with his dad. Obviously, Jimmy's not his dad. And so that almost put me off, you know. And also for him, you know, he was like, I know it was a hard time, you know, so he knows where I'm coming from. Like, would I want to go through that again? No. I love you, but no, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But, you know, being a mum did not come easy to me. It really didn't. I am not maternal. I am not maternal at all. People often said to me, You're not maternal. How could you have been a midwife? Well, midwives have got nothing to do with babies. It's not. A midwife means with woman.
Yeah.
We look after the woman for the 9 months and only the baby in the NHS for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
3 visits if you're lucky. You know, we look after the woman who's got a baby on board.
Yeah.
We don't have to be maternal.
No.
We have to be good with women, and that's what I was good. So yeah, if I had my time again now, I wouldn't have kids. I would enjoy my money.
Yeah.
I also don't like it when people get questioned for not having kids.
No, I know.
Because you might agree with this. And you know what? People out there who've decided not to have kids, especially females, I would argue that the people that have chosen not to have children, I don't mean people that can't, who's chosen not to have children, I think that decision took a lot longer and a lot harder than most people who've actually had children.
Yeah.
Most people have had children, it's happened.
Yeah.
Or they've got married and it's just expected because it's the next thing to do.
Yeah, yeah.
I think people who've got married or not and have consciously chosen not to have children have probably really thought long and hard and battled and maybe even had some sleepless nights because they know that people are going to say to them, oh, you haven't got children. Why? Why haven't you got children? Do you not like children? And you start getting judged as soon as you say, I haven't got children. Oh, why?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really want children. People look at you in a different way, like you got 2 heads. And actually, all that would have been going around their mind, probably like, is it just me? Maybe it's just now. Maybe career. And I can guarantee that women, because our biological clock can't help it, our ovaries fucking poke us like, you're having a baby yet? So they would have been battling, you know. And so my argument is actually the decision not to have children is a harder one. You think about it a lot harder and longer than anybody else who actually does have children. And so to me, a doff me cap, because it was a hard one, very well thought out one. And also you've got to get a whole lot of stick from all the fucking people who are pinging out babies. So anyway, we've sort of went on a little segue there, but you know. So I hope that's helped. And yes, definitely put some details on any future Lady Lobotomies if it's not too revealing, because it'll help us tailor it a bit better.
Yes.
But also, I've had people saying, even though it wasn't their question, some of the questions have helped them.
Yeah, but they will too.
And one person came to the club off the back of a Lady Lobotomy that we did absolutely ages ago. Yeah, really good. So, before we finish, do you know...
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
Yeah, it is.
The one from Drury Lane?
Yeah.
Do you know what a Poseidon's kiss is?
Fucking hell.
You roll your eyes at?
Okay, I haven't got a clue. Go on.
Right.
Shock me.
This would have happened to you.
Me, no.
This would have happened to you.
It'll have happened to me.
Most of us, probably. The difference is that some quite go, ooh. Some people go, ooh.
Okay, is it like... Right, we'll have a little guess, right? Is it like when you have like a neck with someone and it's like... And it's a proper like spit everywhere?
No.
Okay.
I'm sure it's got a name. Do you know what? I know what you mean. I'm not going to say the person's name. As a teenager, I remember necking this lad. And he was really slobbery.
Yeah.
Right? And I was on a night out. And I was snogging him outside, intended on going back in. But, we were going for it, like, you know. I was going for it, but I was the one fucking slobbering. Anyway, I was like, my makeup's going to be off my face. So I had to cut my night short, because it was obvious. And when I got home,
it's like the fucking Joker.
Up to there, like that. He was fucking chewing my face off. So no, a Poseidon's kiss is not that.
Okay.
But I can guarantee this has probably happened to you.
Go on.
But I don't think you would have gained pleasure. But maybe you did. Don't know.
I'm so intrigued. Go on.
So, a Poseidon's kiss...
That's never answered me.
...is gaining pleasure from the sploosh of water that jumps up and soaks your bumhole after a deeply satisfying turd hits the toilet water.
Yeah, I have had one.
Yes, I have.
I wouldn't call it satisfying, no.
Okay. Did you gain pleasure?
No.
Okay, well, some people do.
Okay.
I can imagine maybe...
Do you know why I don't gain pleasure?
Why?
Because normally when you go for a dump play, you'd have a way at the same times, don't you?
I can't do that.
Can't you?
I can't wee and poo at the same time.
I'm not saying like usually like so when I go right, this is the inner workings of Andy's and asking me right.
TMI.
So when I go to the loo, I'll you know have my little sit down, get my phone out and that, and then I'll have a wee, and then my
One
number two
follows.
comes after it, and I think to myself, if I have a dump in that and I get it Poseidon's neck,
It's going to be full of piss.
it like so I don't get pleasure out of it. But
No.
anyway, I digress. Carry
Okay.
on.
Well, that was it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I wanted to know if you gained pleasure from it.
No, I didn't.
So I don't gain pleasure from
No.
it. And I can't wee and poo at the same time. I can't do it. I don't know, it's just a thing.
You mean
It's
like
one or the other?
when they're both happening at the same time?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, what I'm saying is like when I sit down, I'll have a wee,
Okay.
and then the
Got
poo
you.
comes after.
Got you. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Depends how desperate I am sometimes. I'm like,
I don't know what.
Turtle's head.
Is that even physically possible?
I don't know. What, weeing and pooing at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you've got like diarrhea.
Oh yeah, defo, yeah.
So you're not having to engage muscle to
Yeah.
that. Not that I do that. So if you haven't got to do that, as soon as you relax, you wee and it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you have to engage, no, I don't think so. But yeah, okay. So I don't enjoy a
No, I
Poseidon's
don't.
kiss.
And
I have had a Poseidon's
Yeah.
kiss.
I think everyone has, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? But don't get that, and that's the reason for it.
I wonder if when you've had a curry and you've had a particularly spicy poop, like a Bombay bum burner.
Oh, I have these loads.
Yeah.
Go on.
And you've got proper ring sting. And you haven't had a wee first because you're like, I've had a curry. Solid. Cold water around your hoop. Would that not go, ooh, tss?
No.
I'm not selling it.
Last time I had really like, because I like hot food, but it doesn't agree with me.
Yeah.
And I had these Pringles, and they're from America. And
Spicy Pringles.
and they were fucking hot. They were that hot, so I was like crying a bit while I was eating them. But they were fucking lovely. But when I went to the toilet the next day, I was like, my fucking bumhole is actually burning.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Did you have to like dab with toilet roll rather than wipe?
Yeah.
Done that before today.
Yeah.
This is really going down
Yeah.
a hole I didn't want to go down. I was about to say it, then realised how it would sound and decided to say it anyway because that's how we roll. Right, we're going to go.
They were fucking hot, though.
The Pringles.
Yeah.
Hot crisps. Why would you do that?
I love hot crisps.
I don't even do the spicy hot wings a lot like that. It's just, if it's too hot and I can't taste it, there's just no point.
No, it's like, so, you know, like when you go for the curry, right? So, like, I used to like the hottest I'd go would probably be like a Vindaloo or something, right? But now, I tend to go for like milder ones that have like spinach, not maybe like a bit of chilli, because if something's too hot, you can't taste it.
Can't taste a thing, there's no point.
But I do like a bit of heat, but it doesn't agree with me.
No, I'd rather not. No, thank you anyway.
And Chris were fucking hot.
Have you ever had a fowl curry?
Tried one.
My ex used to have them regular.
They're too hot. It's like, what's the point in eating it? You can't taste it.
Well, my ex lived in Blackburn, and he was always on, you know, the curry row or curry something in Blackburn. And oh god, he was just always on curry. And he got to a point in Vindaloo just wasn't quite giving him the sweats that he wanted, so he used to have a fowl. And he'd demolish it.
Don't
and
see the points.
And his lips are like a big red lips, tongue would be like that. And his arse the next day. And the farts. Oh my god. And he was one of these people that farted in public. Hated it. Why I was with this guy, I don't know. Because he was nothing that I would find attractive now. Anyway, but he would anyway go. And because he's had curry all the time, the fucking smell. And even from when I very first met him, why I stayed with him, I don't know. I didn't drive at the time. He'd pick me up and he'd fart in the car and I couldn't get out. He'd be driving and the smell.
Oh.
X for a reason, like we said before. So, on that X bombshell, we're going to go.
Yeah.
Are you going to do the thing?
No, you're going to do it because I can never fucking remember it. I've got a memory like a car crash, what can I say?
1 out of 10 for effort.
Yeah. It's your thing to say anyway.
So, I know I'll need to inform you that City Wednesday's done it all the way through.
Yeah, but...
Barry has done it all the way through.
Yeah.
And Kev has done it all the way through. Kev did a little mistake on the last one, and Kev gets a little huff on sometimes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He gets a little weed on. With himself, he got it wrong, and he could tell he'd been practicing it. And when it came to the moment, he got it wrong, and he went, "Oh, big like huff." I went, don't get a huff on Kev. So we did it together at the end, and he was all right then. I won him round. So you're not going to do it?
No, you're going to do it. What I will do is I will practice for next time, or if not, I'll write it on my hands and go.
So your hands like that's the camera can't see you. What we could do is do that, and your mouth isn't even moving. It's pre-recorded.
Or have it written on a piece of paper on the wall there. What's
also
that say?
Cue. Yeah. Dead obvious. So we're gonna go.
Go on then.
So you need to listen so you can practice.
Go on.
If you're binge watching, put the kettle on. We'll see you in 5. If not, we'll see you next week. Bye. And there we have it. Another day made better by listening to the creators of chaos. Thanks for dropping by, and if you enjoyed the show, we'd really appreciate you sharing your love for the Pad to Sell podcast with your friends. Don't forget to give us a follow on our socials, maybe leave us some 5-star reviews, and feel free to send us an email to medic@thepadsellpodcast.co.uk, or even interact with us on Facebook, because we love chatting to you. Be sure to stop by next week, because as Bowie says, I don't know where I'm going next, but I promise it won't be boring. Catch you soon.